focus. Ideate, innovate, enable.
The debate, which is better, family-run businesses or professionally managed companies, seems to be an inconclusive one among management gurus for decades now. So it was a pleasant surprise to read the November 1st week edition of The Economist, where it says, and I quote, "The family-controlled firms now make up 19% of the companies in the Fortune Global 500. That is up from 15% in 2005. Quoting McKinsey's study, the magazine says, by 2025, there will be more than 15,000 family-run companies worldwide with at least $1 billion in annual revenues, of which 37% will be emerging market family firms. In 2010, there were only 8,000 firms worldwide of this size, and only 16% of them were family controlled from emerging markets." Unquote. In India, 67% of businesses are family run. So it is clear which way the scale is tilting. Indeed, family run businesses are gaining currency worldwide. Hired managers never have the same anxious vigilance in running companies as owners, wrote Adam Smith in his book The Wealth of the Nations more than 200 years ago. Another interesting fact that has emerged from the McKinsey study is that family-run firms are less likely to load up on debt. The story of this week's episode falls under the category of family-run business, and this Mumbai-based company conformed to the McKinsey study. It is debt-averse. Supreme Industries, the 72-year-old company listed on BSE and run by Taparias, are pioneers in plastic products. They make PVC pipes, bathroom fittings, molded furniture, dashboard for cars, and LPG cylinders, to name a few. What makes Taparia unique is that they betted big on plastic way back in 1966. Take a look at Supreme Industries' story and you know what stick to knitting means.
It was the first company to launch plastic buckets in India some 6 decades ago under the brand name Supreme. And since then, Supreme Industries has been dominating the Indian market with its range of products that touches our everyday lives. This 72-year-old Mumbai-based company, with many firsts to its credit, is one of the largest plastic processors in the country. It processes over 2.85 lakh metric tons of plastics every year. All this processing is done at its 23 manufacturing plants strategically located in 11 states. This intensely plastic-focused company, which employs 4,000 people, makes PVC pipes, bathroom fittings, molded furniture, soft drink crates, dashboards for cars, cross-laminated films, and LPG cylinders, among others, through its 5 divisions. These divisions are plastic piping, packaging products, industrial products, consumer products, and composite products. Supreme's bread and butter business is plastic piping, as it contributes 55% to the company's turnover, followed by packaging products at 22%, industrial products at 16%, and molded furniture at 7%. It is the sole manufacturer of patented cross-laminated films in India under the brand name Silpaulin, replacement for conventional tarpaulins. What has helped Supreme foray into different types of plastic processing like injection molding, rotational molding, extrusion, blow molding is its technical collaboration with 10 world-renowned companies like Rasmussen, Switzerland, Wavin, the Netherlands, Kumikasai, Japan, PE-Tech, Korea, to name a few. Interestingly, Taparias, who hold 49.69% stake in Supreme, have laid down clear-cut business policies from day one. These are: it will not make products which are adversely affected by large imports. It will not enter segments where it has to depend on the government subsidy. It will not operate in segments which are dominated by unorganized sectors. And it will not enter into any financial joint ventures. By adopting these do's and don'ts, Supreme has emerged as the top 2 players in every segment they operate in spite of tough competition from the likes of Finolex, Astral, Prince, Nilkamal, VIP, Motherson Sumi, and Time Technoplast. What has also given Supreme a leg up is its pan-India network of 16,000 distributors and retailers. And all these pluses are reflected in its financials. In the last 5 years, between 2008-2009 and 2013-2014, its sales have grown from 1,657.59 crore rupees to 3,914.32 crore rupees, recording a CAGR of 18.75%. Likewise, the net profit has risen from 90.85 crore rupees to 257.66 crore rupees, registering a CAGR of 23.18%. This CAGR has been possible because of its strong focus on return on capital employed.
Yeah, in good old days, we were always with the operating margins. We were always looking at the operating margin as a barometer. But with our experience, with the interaction with various analysts and various other companies looking at, we have zeroed down return on capital employed as a single most parameter for business performance evaluation. Now, each business which we want to work or which we want to continue, we have set our internal target of minimum of 25% ROAC as a criteria, but we are not, as our management is very clear about it. Every incremental capex, every business which we want to continue, we measure that performance parameter, because we know if we get return on capital employed, all other financial parameters get met with. Okay. And that's how we are looking. And as a policy, the company is very conservative in financial leveraging. We don't want to raise more money. We want to remain always our debt equity between 0.5 to 0.6. So the allocation of capital is the key parameter. Each business has to pitch hard for the money, for the capital. I think allocation capital is limited because we can't over leverage. So each business has to pitch hard for the money.
This financial discipline has enabled the company to issue bonus shares 6 times between 1978 and 2006, while constantly hiking dividend year after year. Little wonder then that shareholders are all smiles today. But the scene was different before Taparias entered. To hark back in time, Mahavir Prasad Taparia was born in 1937 at Jaswantgarh, Rajasthan. He was the youngest of the 3 children family. His father, Surajmal Taparia, was trading in textiles. After his schooling from Vishudhanand Saraswati Vidyalaya, Kolkata, Mahavir Prasad did his BA from City College and Scottish Church College, Kolkata University in 1955. He then moved to Mumbai and joined the Government Law College. But he gave up studying law midway and plunged into the family's textile business in 1957. Taparia Textiles sold saris and dhotis. By 1965, the Taparias decided to exit the textiles business as it was proving to be unremunerative. So, they were scouting for a new line of business. Coincidentally, Kantilal K. Modi, who founded Supreme Industries in 1942, was keen to sell his company as he had no heir. Thus, in 1966, the Taparias acquired Supreme Industries, a listed company on the BSE, by paying 6 lakh rupees to Modi. Besides buckets, Supreme made a range of products from its 2 units located in Wadala and Naigaon near central Mumbai. Here, one must credit the Taparias for their vision of betting big on plastics way back in 1966. Then, the Taparias neither had the knowledge of plastics business nor the experience of running a limited company. The only thing they had in abundance was commercial acumen, and that helped them to sell unrelated businesses and focus only on plastics. They skipped the dividend for the first 2 years, but after 1968, the Taparias never looked back. In 1973, they closed down the Wadala and Naigaon units and consolidated production units in Andheri. And by 1977, they moved their corporate office to Nariman Point. All these pointed out that the Taparias had indeed arrived. In 48 years, the Taparias grew Supreme's turnover from 19 lakh rupees in 1966 to 4,000 crore rupees in 2014. Today, its branded products contribute to 79% of its turnover, and the future could see this ratio moving higher. What has also helped the company grow consistently is its strategy of entering areas where scaling up was possible.
We would like to take a product which we can scale up. See, the amount of time and energy required for development of any product or development of a factory or installation of machines, it takes same time whether you put a small project or a big project. So wherever, of course, India being the large country and plastic products, freight, whatever are freight intensive, so we have to put at different locations. So we select a product which could be put at different locations. Like say cylinders, we have put the first plant in western zone, it is near Baroda. Now the things go well. Then we know that we will require in north, south, east. So we can put up, then duplicating capacity becomes very easy.
Now the Taparias are raring to go and eyeing the 8,000 crore rupee turnover mark by 2018-2019. Towards this, they are betting big on LPG cylinders made out of composite materials which will replace the traditional metal cylinders. Besides, they have chalked up 1,400 crore rupee capex plans. All in all, the mood certainly seems rather upbeat at Supreme Industries. On that note, time for a short break. When we come back, we will talk to M.P.Taparia, who has been the managing director for the last 47 years, to find out why he betted only on plastics. Also joining us on the show will be Sandeep Uppal of HSBC. Stay tuned.